I've been going through a breakup and I've been rotting in my bed for the past week watching shows. So this is a video of me getting out of my bed and trying to get back into my routine. So please enjoy. This is not by any means an advice video. I am damaged goods as of right now, but we're getting back to that. So if you'd like to come with me on my journey to do so, continue watching. It is currently 9:30 and I don't want to do anything. I just want to lay in my bed until I go to work. But I've already allowed myself to do that all this week because I'm going through a breakup. All jokes aside, I've been struggling a lot and I need to change it up today. So I'm getting up, I'm gonna stop doom scrolling, we're gonna do my bed and hopefully do some yoga or an at-home workout or something because I feel like shit. It is now 9:50. I decided I was gonna put on some clothes and I am eating some leftovers. My sister is the coolest and she has a culinary degree and she just cooks amazing. So this tomato sauce, she made it from scratch yesterday, homemade. I visited my cousins in Colorado and they live in the middle of nowhere, but there's a lot of cattle ranches and my uncle works at one. So he has a lot of cattle too. And so this is fresh beef, like grass-fed beef. And it's so freaking good. I never realized that there's actually a difference until you eat the good stuff and then you're like, why have I been eating the other stuff this whole time? Drink some water. And I think we're gonna do an at-home workout and then maybe journal or something for a bit. I do have work today at 3:30. So I still have a while to do something. It's so hot outside. I kind of want to go on a walk, but I might die of dehydration. And I'm wearing acne cream, so that's why I look crazy. And I've been sleeping at like the butt crack of dawn. Okay, y'all, I finished my pasta. Now I'm eating some popcorn. My friend is so nice, and she said, like, she DoorDashed a bunch of snacks and stuff and a face mask and bubble bath over to my house because of my breakup. So nice. I literally cried when I got home. I've realized that when I get sad, I don't have an appetite, so I don't eat, right? But when I do eat, I eat everything. Like, I'll eat pasta, then I'll eat a Hot Pocket, then I'll eat a bowl of ramen, and I'll eat popcorn and drink a yogurt. I just ate my pasta, but I figured a yogurt and popcorn won't hurt because they're light. And then we'll proceed to do a little workout or whatever. I think I have problems. I not only have an eating disorder, borderline, yeah I do. I've just been watching shows all day, like every day the past week. I mean, listen, when I'm not feeling this way, if I have free time, I'm riding my bike, I am running, I am on a hike, I am running errands, I am thrifting, I am outside, I am writing, I am doing art, I am doing something. So I feel like since I'm so used to always being go, 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 when I actually give myself time to like breathe and not do anything, I feel like the most disgusting human ever. When I recognize it's healthy to have a break. It's completely healthy, but I go from one extreme to the other, which is not healthy. So we are working on that. I've been watching 3 shows simultaneously this past week. Ginny and Georgia, new season. I'm about to finish it actually. I've been procrastinating finishing it though because I don't want it to end. Love Island and Rosario Tijeras. I'm rewatching it. The Mexican one. So freaking good. I'll come back after I'm done drinking my yogurt. I finished my yogurt and now I do not want to do anything but cry in my bed. This is not an advice video. This is a go through this with me. I'm kind of unhinged and I'm kind of not doing okay. but we are working on it. Since I don't want to do anything, I figured I'm gonna pray the rosary. I'm not overly religious, but I grew up very Catholic, and I don't understand the origins of the Bible, where it came from, if it's even a reliable source or who wrote it. But I feel like religious devotion is such a beautiful thing, devoting yourself to something other than you. And on top of that, I feel like it gives you purpose, it gives you something to work towards, it gives you hope. And I've been praying a lot. Like, I've been praying the rosary 3 times a day because I just feel so lost and I feel stuck and I feel like I just need strength. I need strength. And after I pray, I always feel a bit of relief. It makes me feel better. I'm gonna pray because I'll at least be doing something and I won't feel like I'm wasting my time watching a show. And then I'll try to see if I can do a little workout. If not, we will write in my notebook, but I just need to get the fuck out of my bed. I did not do my workout that I wanted to do, but I did like dance for about 15 minutes and I stretched a bit and I worked on my balance because my friend did a yoga class on Monday. We were doing the tree pose and I can't balance on my right side like I can on my left side, so I'm working on that. Now I'm going to shower and get cute and maybe go to the park or go get some coffee before I head to work. I'm just not feeling it. I just cannot. I need to be that kind of person that does it even when they don't feel like it. But today it's proven very difficult for me to force myself to do stuff that I don't want to do. I'm out of bed. I'm out of bed. I'll give myself that. And then tomorrow we will do more. And then we'll progressively do more until I'm no longer in my bed for a week watching TV shows. I did want to talk about what happened. So, like I said, going through a breakup right now. Met this girl online on a dating app. Very nice, very beautiful girl. Met her here, but she's stationed in North Carolina because she's in the Marines. Cool. I work for an airline, so I have flight benefits, and I'd fly out to see her often. I flew out, I think, like 5 times. And it was awesome, and she was just so... I really latched on to her, and she's in the Marines and she works another job, and she's just a busy person, and we would talk all the time every day. But the last time I went, I came back and she just like withdrew herself completely. And we had already talked about that once before because she like did something similar, and I told her like, hey, like I kind of feel like you hate me, or like I did something wrong. I just wanted to communicate that because I'm very big on communicating. I'll bring it up. And we discussed it, whatever, got past that. That was like a few months ago. And then I brought that topic up again because it was like a whole 180. Like we would be talking out all day, every day, or like at least a phone call or something, but like good conversation, you know? She'd call me cute pet names, and then all of a sudden it stopped. Like no cute pet names. She'd snap me like once a day, and I would have to be the one that initiates the conversation and everything. And she told me she wasn't doing like the best mentally and that she was just very drained, whatever. You know what? I could be in the dumps. I could be so like not okay, but if I truly care about someone, I'll communicate that to them, because I had to like pick this information out of her. I'm like, well, you could talk to me when you want to talk. I could tell you don't want to talk. And then she was like, well, it's because I've been going through something. I'm like, okay, you could have said that. I don't expect you to use me as a therapist, but you could have at least let me know so I don't feel like I'm doing something wrong, or I don't know. Like, it's just not a good feeling to be in the dark. I communicated that with her, and we broke things off. It was mutual. I I'm just a lover girl, and I'm very intense, and I love very hard, and she is like in a place in her life where she's just very busy working on her career, and she said she just cannot give me what I need, what I want, which is a relationship, which I call bullshit on because I've been through horrendous things, and although I had all of that going on in my life, I still made time for my person, and if I didn't have the time, I let them know. And if I really like someone, even if I'm working towards my career, like, being in a relationship does not stunt you from your career growth or from growing as a person. In fact, if you're going to be in a relationship, make sure it's a person that you could grow with, you know? I think it's just an excuse to be an avoidant and play it safe and take the easy way out. And I'm sad that things played out that way. But what can I do? And I can't really tell if I'm like, because this is long distance. She lives in North Carolina, I live in Utah. I can't tell if I miss her or if I just got very used to the routine of like talking to her every day and everything, and seeing a funny meme and sending it over to her. So now that it's like over or like done, like I just feel weird. I've definitely been down though. But even before everything like that happened with her, that just like was my breaking point. I've just felt very stuck. I felt like I'm in a rut. I feel like I'm working towards nothing because honestly, like, I've just been traveling and working and all, but I'm definitely not where I want to be. And I'm not in school, and I feel like inside of me, I'm like, I need to go to school. There's the thing about school. I'm very broke. I'm first gen. I have no idea how it works. And I never did my SATs because I barely graduated high school because I just would not go. I was very severely depressed. So it just like intimidates me. I'm very hyper independent, and I think that me trying to figure it all out on my own is hurting me more than anything. So I think it's time that I start asking for help, especially with school and everything, so I could go to school. I'm gonna go shower and then we'll get ready. I did not go get coffee. Whoops. But I did write in my journal. I've been working on my cursive and it's honestly getting really freaking good. I was looking through my writing on my laptop and I found this piece that I wrote on purpose. I'd like to share it with you guys. It's one of my favorites and I feel like it just helps you think. It inspires you to think a little bit. I often question my place in this life. Why am I here? Am I truly meant for something great? Perhaps if I was closer to God, this uncertainty wouldn't weigh on me like Sisyphus' boulder. Did I ponder the credibility of the Bible, its origins and beliefs people follow blindly? How do we know who wrote this book and why? It could have been a person as lost in their journey as I, who wrote this as a means to find purpose in this life, who wrote this as a means to bring unity to the world by bringing commonality to the public, faith. Although this may be the case, I find faith and devotion to something higher than thyself a beautiful thing. We live in a world that's very ego-driven. Most are trying to impress others, fit in, make a statement, be noticed, remembered. Why are we so afraid of being forgotten? Is that the ego or something deeper? I find myself pondering at the thought of loving and being loved. I have this innate feeling screaming at me, preaching that finding love will in turn help me find purpose. How? Is it due to devoting yourself to someone other than yourself? That would tie back to religious devotion. Is there a difference between loving a god and loving a human? What would happen if the search for purpose came to a halt, and everyone just lived without God, without appearances, without looking for love at every corner? I fear it may just drive us mad. You don't have something you're working towards, a goal, enlightenment. You wouldn't find a reason to stay at your job, a reason to be nice to one another, a reason not to commit crime or blasphemy. You'd live by the means of your own impulses and desires. Perhaps that could be a good thing, primal. You'd eat, bask in the sun, act out your intrusive thoughts, feel every emotion you'd like, all without fear of societal judgment or repercussion. It sounds freeing, warm, graceful, Yet, if we look at it further, the human brain works at its highest capacity when there's order, discipline. A life without discipline is a life with no purpose. Is that it? Is the goal to throw away our ideations of purpose and just live, drink coffee to drink coffee and not for energy? That would make us no better than an animal living to live, not to perform. I feel like this would leave us all with a great internal void, the desire for more, for purpose. Then somehow, after reverting to our primal ways, we would slowly go back to life as we know it, where everyone is in search of something more. I'm not sure we could ever exist in a reality where we have no order or purpose. Purpose is as engraved in us as building a nest is engraved in birds. Nobody teaches a bird to build a nest, they simply know how to build a nest as a means of survival. Purpose is not the problem, it's the solution. The solution to mastering this life, the solution to filling the void, is finding purpose as mentally tangible as happiness, anger. Is it built on our actions, the path that we carve for ourselves? Will it be a grand revelation when we reach the end of our life? Who knows? I feel like at the end, questioning if it's a grand revelation, I mean it in a way like we're on a search for purpose, but what if everything we do in our day-to-day lives is carving our path to our purpose, and we realize what our purpose was all along when we die or are older? Like, oh, my purpose really was just to be there for people, or my purpose was to be this baby's mom, my purpose was to be the greatest entrepreneur and make this awesome company, my purpose was just to live life and appreciate the little things. That's what I meant by that last sentence. I don't want to go to work. I really don't, but we need money. I'm just trying to go back to my life before I met her, and I know I'm never going to be at that point because you meet people and you take things away, and people really do change your life. But I'm just trying to be at a point where I'm okay without her, without a person in general, and just really focusing on having a good relationship with my friends and working on myself, my sanity, my spirituality, and just fucking getting out of this rut, getting out of my house and going to school. Next time we talk, I best be in some fucking college classes where I'm literally going to be so sad. Thank you for watching this video. If you watched it all the way through, are you okay? Are you okay? Thank you. I'm not a YouTuber by any means, but I love to fucking yap, and I'll yap your ear away. Let me know if you want to hear me yap about anything else.